how's it going everyone? Welcome back. So, for today, we have gotten our first somewhat piece of content that was cut from the Paw Patrol movie, and you probably might or might not have thought of this during the scene when this occurred. So let's get right into it. So, according to Mr. Brunker, the film's director, as you're seeing on the screen, there was a version of the movie script, so not the one that we got with the release version of the movie, and this one concept I'm about talked about even made it to the storyboard phase, and that version of the script had everything else in it. But it included Chase having a nightmare. Of course, we don't see this in the movie. However, there is a small gesture in a particular scene that could point to Chase having this nightmare. In the scene where the pups are sleeping before the Utes and Trine plays, you can see Chase squirming around and making noises. This could signify that he might be having a nightmare, or it could be him just struggling around to fall asleep, either one of the two. What's funny about this is that in my Utes and Trine video from about a week ago, I actually had this idea that he was having nightmares in my script for the video, but I thought it was a crazy idea and probably no one would believe it, along with a lack of evidence, so I decided to cut it out of the script. So I called it, I guess. Anyway, back to this. The real question of all this is, why was this cut from the movie? Well, there are two things. One of them was this. According to Mr. Brunker, the audience would understand his fears without the nightmare, and they didn't need it. To be fair, he is right. Though we already know the backstory, the fireworks incident, and Adventure City altogether could have been the likeliest reasons for fueling this nightmare, and not something new that we haven't seen. The other reason is this. I replied to him by saying this, you can read if you want to, and he responds with this. It basically means that he wanted the audience to think about what Chase was thinking, rather than showing the nightmare, thus triggering their imagination, bringing them closer to Chase. And again, he is totally right. And by audience, I believe he is referring to the younger age group, as we older fans could easily decipher what was causing this nightmare, as we have a more knowledgeable mind, while the younger audience would have to think about this. And this would connect them to Chase together by finding the solution as to why he's having this nightmare, squirming around and feeling upset, as we saw in the movie. I really wish this would have been included, but on both ends, Mr. Brunker is right, and even if this was included, it would be close to a minor or moderate detail, as this wouldn't have impacted the story as much, as this nightmare could have been something we already know, and on the other side, it might have impacted Chase's character slightly, which would be nice to see. But we'll never know, as this little concept will be lost forever. You know what? I could even include this in the iceberg I'll be doing eventually, so that's one so far to add to the list. But now I want to hear from you. Would you like to see Chase's nightmare in the Paw Patrol movie? Tell me in the comments below. And with that, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.